night, of course. And I've been doing date night over 40 years. You know, I put my kids to bed when they were little, and I have a time with my husband. And I buy organic whenever I can. I'm gonna use scallions. I love scallions. And it's a nice dish because you can just heat it up whenever you want. Okay, the little shrimp looks perfect. And then we're gonna add the other ingredients. My broccoli, and we're gonna let the broccoli cook on a high light. Now I'm gonna add my shrimp back in here. So this smells like a high-end Chinese restaurant. Mmm. Oh. And I just love this kind of dinner because it's so healthy. Hi, and welcome again to Annie's Kitchen. Can you guess what tonight is? Of course you can. The way I'm dressed, it's date night, of course. And I've been doing date night over 40 years. You know, it's something very special. It's an adult playtime, isn't it? You know, whether you go out to dinner, but I really enjoy cooking in because then you can have your glass of wine together, you can dance. It's your own private restaurant, right? So this is what I do for date night. You know, I put my kids to bed when they were little, and I have a time with my husband. And that's what you want to do because it's your time to play. So let me tell you what I'm going to make tonight. But before I do, have a cup of coffee with me. Come on. Gotta have my coffee. Especially when I work. I bought wild caught shrimp. And I'm going to use the shrimp in there. Udon noodles. Now I buy organic whenever I can, which is most times I get organic or I grow it. I also have a greenhouse, which I love because I can make my own organic vegetables. I'm going to use scallions. I love scallions. Baby bok choy and mama bok choy, the big bok choy. I'm going to use lots of garlic. I love garlic in this. Broccoli. Now I bought fresh ginger. I'm going to use ginger in there and also a little bit of ground ginger. I might use chicken broth. I'm not sure yet. Baby Bella mushrooms and I love mushrooms in there. And the white mushrooms I'm going to use. And sesame oil. Whoop. Soy sauce and hoisin sauce. I might probably use the whole bottle and of course olive oil. So these are the things that are going to go into my wok for my Asian dish, which I'm going to love. And it's a nice dish because you can just heat it up whenever you want. You know, if you don't, when he comes home, you might want to have a glass of wine, do some dancing, and just relax before you eat, which is probably what I'm going to do. And it's nice, you can just heat it up and it's done within like 5 minutes to just heat it up. I love this kind of dish, especially in one pot. I love one pot dishes. So come on to my kitchen and let's make shrimp with noodles. I'm going to line the pan with some olive oil. The wok with some olive oil and let that just get a little hot. And also I'm going to do my noodles. And I'm going to put my noodles in boiling water for about 4 minutes until they're a little soft. And what I'm going to do is here I'm going to cook my shrimp. And we'll let that cook until the shrimp is done. And then we're going to go on to our next thing. You want the shrimp to be done and red on the other side. Takes about 10 to 15 minutes. And then we'll start the next thing. Okay, the shrimp looks perfect. And we're going to take the shrimp out and then we're going to add the other ingredients. And we have the spaghetti cooking, the noodles cooking for 4 minutes in boiling water, oiled water. Now I've washed all my vegetables and dried them. I'm going to keep this sauce here because it has the shrimp flavor. And we're going to add our soy sauce. This is 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, or 8 cloves of garlic, and let that just soak right in there. Or 3 teaspoons of sesame oil. That gives it a real nice flavor. Or 1 teaspoon of ginger. And another teaspoon of ground ginger. Add that. And my sauce. Hoisin sauce. We're going to add that, probably the whole thing, because we have a lot of vegetables. That smells really nice, the hoisin sauce and all the ginger and the garlic. And we're going to just let that cook a little bit. And we might add chicken broth depending on how this does. Now we're going to add our scallions to this. I can smell it already. It smells great. My broccoli, and we're going to let the broccoli cook on a high light. My bok choy. Now it looks like a lot, but this is going to go to nothing. Believe me, I've cooked this before. And I'm going to wait for the mushrooms for this to cook. And I'll show you in a few minutes how it goes down to nothing. I've added a 1/2 cup of chicken broth to this. See how it went down quite a bit? Now I'm going to add my mushrooms. And let that cook in. Let that just cook in. My mushrooms. And then I'll add my shrimp back there when all the vegetables are cooked. Wow, this smells good. Doesn't it look really good? It really does. So we're going to let that cook down. And we'll come back and we'll put the shrimp in and the noodles. Now I'm going to add the noodles to this. And I'm going to let the sauce just get right into those noodles. And then I'll add the shrimp and we'll be done. Boy, it smells really good. So I'm going to keep turning this over until it's done. And then we'll come back. Now I'm going to add my shrimp back in here. And I've decided that the sauce tastes delicious, but I have a lot of everything in here. So I'm going to add two more tablespoons of soy sauce. Just blend that in. And I think we're done. Take a look at this. Does this look beautiful? It has all the vegetables in there and the shrimp, the ginger. It just smells really, really good. So make your own, and you can have this for a few nights and it's delicious. Or even you can meal prep it if you wanted to. You can freeze this if you like. So come back and let's take a taste of this delicious dinner. So this smells like a high-end Chinese restaurant. If I smelt this in the street, the whiff of this, oh, I go in and eat. So come on, I hope you made yours. Did you? So you can smell it with me? Oh, it is delicious. Now I haven't even tried it yet, but we're gonna. So. Mmm. Oh, had a little bit of it, and it is delicious. It's as good as it smells. And believe me, if you made this, you'd love it. And you know, it's great for a date night. So we're going to have our wine, a bottle of wine, or these glasses, aren't these cute? I got this in the dollar store. And believe me, I've dropped them and they don't break. They're really strong, which I like. So come make yours. And as I said, there's a lot there, but I can meal prep it. I could have it, freeze it. I don't think I'm going to. We're going to have it for a few days. And I just love this kind of dinner because it's so healthy. You know, it's got all the vegetables in there, and oh God, what can you ask for? So, like this video, subscribe to my channel. For those of you who have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Come again, we'll be cooking up a storm, or I'm a fitness instructor. I love crafts. I love fashion. So, and also, I love to have talks too. So, have a really nice day, and thanks for stopping in Annie's Angle. Have a good day. Come again, and we'll have some fun. Bye-bye for now.